Now, the Wall baseball team faced the Kirbyville Wildcats in the state semifinals, and this was their second trip to the state tournament for the Hawks. The first one was back in 2017. Now out to the Dell Diamond. This is the first game of the day. Now on the bottom of the second, it was 1-0 to Wall. Kai Herbert rips it to right. Sutton Hurst comes home, and the Hawks are up 2-0. Take a look at that. And on the top of the sixth, tied at 3, Ryan Goley is in to pitch for Caleb Hurts. And this is the first pitch to Hunter Wallace, and he will hit it out to the corner in the left. Justin Harriet scores. Now 4-3 Wildcats. And towards the bottom of the seventh, this is the last chance for the Hawks. The bases are loaded and 2 outs for Jake Jansa, and he draws ball 4. Goley scores to tie the game, headed to extras. And now going to the bottom of the ninth, runner on for Gage Weishun. He singles up the middle to score Hurts, and the Hawks win in walk-off fashion, 5-4 in 9 innings. That was pretty quick right there. And next up, the Angelo State Bells are getting ready to face Midwestern State in the first round of the LSC tournament. Knowing the two teams have already battled each other during the regular season, the Midwestern Mustangs won 76-64. The Bells lost on senior day 2. So this game is a way for them to take advantage with a win at home. And Nate Harris is saying what they have to do differently this time around against the Mustangs.
We have to have an earlier commitment to getting the ball into D. That game, it took us too long to get her going. She didn't get a touch for long chunks of the first quarter, and we just got to find a way to get her the rock earlier. We didn't feel like senior day went the way that we wanted to. We didn't play the way that we wanted to. So to get a chance to get one more look here in front of our home fans and get to stay in our own beds and do that before we host them, we thought that was a big deal, and we're excited to get one more home game. Not to steal too much from Jackie Moon, but we got the San Angelo, Texas Mega Bowl here Tuesday night at 6:30, and we need as many fans as we can get.
The 2019 UIL Track and Field State Meet kicked off at Mike A. Myers Stadium in Austin, Texas, with some chilly weather for May with temperatures in the mid-50s. It looked ineffective as the top athletes still ran blazing times, especially for the senior superstar standout Matthew Bowling out of Strake Jesuit in Houston, Texas. Let's take a look at his historic performance. Starting off for the 100-meter dash, Bowling broke the state and national record, running a 10.13. The previous state and national record was set way back in 1990 by Henry Neal out of Greenville High School, running a 10.15. Bowling also competed in the 4x4 100-meter relay, running the anchor leg, and won the gold medal for his squad after a 3-second comeback. Now, Matthew Bowling was in second place by the time he got the baton, and he came back. So that was a blazing 44-74 split time, according to FloTrack.com. And that's it for sports. We will be back right after this. One of the disadvantages a new head coach faces when taking over a program is having a short period of time to get to know and work with their new players. Fortunately, with the new UIL guidelines for summer workouts, coaches like Miles Jason Wilhelm are getting more time than ever to prepare for the upcoming season. The Bulldogs wrapped up their first week of workouts and practices under Wilhelm today. He's inheriting a young team with a lot of potential in a district where the level of competition is always consistent, and so far, he likes what he's seen.
I just want to see good attitudes with the kids, come out here ready to work, and we definitely had that. I mean, they've been excellent for the 3-4 days we've had them this week, and good participation, lots of kids out here, and yeah, really it was kind of our first day to get some kind of work a little bit of football. The expectations are to have a good attitude and learn what we're doing. It's going to be a little bit different, but we're trying to keep it as simple as we can right now. Just want to see a lot of effort and grow from there. Obviously it's not mandatory, but to get to the level that we want to be at, it's very important for our guys and girls to be here. And so far here it's been excellent. So it can still be better, but it's been great.
The past 3 months have been strange to say the least. Sports in general barely exist, but some things are returning to normalcy, one being the return of high school football. The Bobcats have been back at practice since Monday. By now, they would have already had their spring game and been well into the off-season workout program. Thankfully, to make up for the missed time, the UIL is allowing summer workouts to happen Monday through Friday. Here, Brent Davis on the importance of having sports back and the goal of these workouts.
It's important to these young people, it's important to this town, and it's important to our country, I think, to get some semblance of sports back. It's a rallying cry for people. It's just to me, sports is the best thing we have in society that brings people together. And when we have it back to normal, I think it's going to do wonders for our country, I hope. We're doing about 45 minutes of football every day and just reintroducing. But they really haven't, we haven't lost much of that. You know, they retain quite a bit of it. And we got a veteran team, you know, and we've been here 11 years. So those things are really an advantage right now.
Last week, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell admitted the league was wrong for not listening to players and now encourages them to speak out and peacefully protest. That statement came in response to the Stronger Together video, where multiple players called on the league to take a strong stance in the wake of George Floyd's death over the next 10 years. The NFL is pledging $250 million to help fight systematic racism. The league said the money will be allocated to a fund that will also support the battle against historic injustices. The NFL said it will also use its television network and other media properties to raise awareness to promote education of social justice issues and foster unity. Stick around. Aaron will have a last look at the weather after this.